What's going on, Brandon? Steven? Howland? What's going on, guys? Dealing with a squeak issue from my BMR A-arms, starting on the way to Mustang Week. Yeah. How long have you had them on the car? Because those are known for squeaking issues. Mm. If you can hear me, I apologize. Howland, I feel like crap. Took a test today. It is positive. So my neck is killing me. I've lost 20 pounds. Not really sunburnt, man. I guess it's all from this COVID crap. My sunburnt went away several days ago. Oh, my neck is killing me. Is killing me. No, I don't have a fever. I've already checked. Since the beginning of this year, supposedly BMR suggests taking it off and grease it everywhere. Hope you get better. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's notorious for them. Did you do Poly or Delrin? Which bushings did you get on those? What's up, Mike? The link is down below if anybody wants to join in on the panel. You are more than welcome. Alan, this sucks. Poly towards the front, and the rear of the A-arm is Delrin. Huh. Man, I don't know. Do you have a place on that A-arm where you can grease them? Just in Slow, California. I'm sorry to hear that. What's up, Byron? We got a special guest down below. Oh, he's gone now. Let's see if he tries to jump back in. There he is. We got DB in the house, everybody.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I was thinking I didn't do it right.
Oh, you're good.
You look like if you took shit and you hammered it. That's what you look like right now. Little ginger hammered shit.
Wow. Okay.
How are you, man? I tell you what, small world. My cousin got COVID. Two of my cousins got COVID.
Yeah.
And they felt horrible. One of her, my cousin who's a nurse, she like her lungs got scarred and I mean like real bad. To the point like I didn't know. And then my cousin Jeff, who's a Ford mechanic, he got sick too. So, how are you feeling other than hammered dog shit?
My chest is fine. No chest congestion. It's all head. So just a cough and head congestion. That's it.
You quarantine like to your, to a space other than where the rest of your family is?
We're both sick.
Oh, well, you live together, you die together, I guess, right?
I guess so. That's the Rona now too. I talked to him yesterday. Yep, T. Hetzler has the Rona as well.
No shit.
Yeah.
No wonder why. I told Ted to call me the other day, and I never did hear from him. I guess he was sick.
Yeah, I talked to him late last night, and I don't know. It all started off, I had like a fever for 2 hours, and then it went away, and I was completely perfect. Went to Mustang Week, perfect, no issues. Then my stomach was messed up for like 4 days. And then after that, I was fine. No issues, no nothing, feeling great. I get home and everything goes downhill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you still working at the dealership still?
Mm-mm. No, that's been a while back.
Okay. Shame on me for not keeping up. I know we all talk. Sometimes I don't ask these questions.
Oh, no, you're good.
So, I guess I'm going to sell the monkey, like the elephant in the room. No, the car is not for sale anymore. So I went live the other night, and I've just been having a lot of stuff in my background, like the house. Like I'm sure a lot of y'all saw the video of the house being,
oh yeah,
like, you know what I mean. And so, just some like the moving up here has been really expensive. So anyway, I stuck it for sale, and I was asking way too little for it. Even Alex was like, "Dude, that's not enough. Like that's I'd say $80,000 to $85,000 car the way it is."
yeah.
And I had a lot of people shoot me messages, but I never followed up. And then I woke up this morning, I was like, I don't want to sell my car anymore. I went and drove it today, went and got groceries in it. Like, I don't want to sell it. I'm having too much fun with it.
You want to buy another one?
I always want to buy another one.
You want to buy another Shelby?
The answer is yes, but I have a big old house to. I have like a lot of house issues I got to solve.
Oh, I know.
Are you selling yours?
It's up for sale. Yep.
You're selling the 500.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to talk to you later about that.
When you business is slow and you haven't been working in a few weeks and money's low and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. No. I mean, I mean, I'm thankful that I don't rely on YouTube to pay any of my bills.
Right.
But yeah.
I understand
that sucks, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
it is, man.
you know, the positive thing would be like your YouTube channel picks up or your business picks up. I had a buddy of mine from San Antonio hit me up today actually about the Odin.
Oh, really?
And he was asking about your website. So I said, I gave him your website, and I was going to ask you during the stream, can I just give him your number to him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll text him your number after I get off here.
Okay.
I can't see any of, by the way. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or not.
You can't see me?
No, I can see you. I just can't see the chat like anyone in here.
Are you using YouTube or StreamYard? No, you're using StreamYard.
Yeah.
You have to click on the side. There's a button for comments. I'll have to get on the phone and do it and see. It's
all right, because like if someone like has like says something to me, like just know that I don't have access to the chat. I guess I can just watch it on my TV.
See, I've just never understood on how this crap works when you do StreamYard and on your phone.
Yeah. Because the last time, I'm trying to think of who sent me a link. I was in Silverback's chat a few months ago, and I could see. I don't remember if I could see. I don't remember if I could see the chat or not. So, I'm like the world's. Like I said the other night, I'm like the world's worst YouTuber for live.
Oh, you're good.
So, but yeah, no, I'm. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, it's always good to be seen. I'm glad that. I'm glad you're not like real bad with it. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised Xander doesn't have it. Him and his wife said they're perfectly fine.
God works in mysterious ways. You know what I mean? It's a blessing that, because what I've seen of it between my two cousins, so like my two cousins are in their 50s that I'm referring to, and about 10 years older than me, and so it's really hitting them hard.
Mm-hmm.
One's a nurse, one works at the Ford dealership there in North Carolina, and like I talked to Jeff. Well, I didn't talk to him. I saw he made a post, and I sent him a video chat, and he was in bad shape. So
Really?
yeah, he was in real bad shape.
Huh.
He was in, so and then like my cousin Dawn, she had like lung scarring and everything else. Well, she wasn't working, and the hospital fired her.
What?
Yep, the hospital fired her. We did her sister, my cousin Cherie, did a what do they call those? You know, those little campaigns where they raise money for people.
GoFundMe's?
GoFundMe, that's what it is, Andrew. And so we did that and I think we raised a little over $1,000 right now
Okay.
between families. So I think I shared it on my Facebook, but I can't recall if I did or not. So what I'm thinking about doing is instead of doing like for 22kill.com this year, is actually take my YouTube money and donate it to my cousin Dawn for her recovery. Because right after that, got into a huge car wreck and totaled out her Jeep.
What?
So she got when it rains it pours. And so very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But that's what's been behind the scenes for me. So
Nothing for me. Just sick.
yeah.
What's up, Salty?
Yeah, I just saw old Salty came in here. Keith.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I can't complain.
I hear you, buddy. I wasn't going to talk. I was going to let y'all keep talking. I was enjoying listening. Plus, I'm sitting here playing this stupid little game on my phone. So
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Hey, but that'd be really cool, man. You donating your money like that to your cousin. That's actually really cool.
Well, I always try to, the fortunate thing and the unfortunate thing about my YouTube career is I've had some hits and I've been a one-hit wonder a few times. And so, Keith, you've been following me for years. Like I never did this in the thing of getting rich. I always wanted to do it for a better purpose. I wish I got more views and got paid more to make more of a difference in people's lives. But, a few $1,000s on stuff I would already do for my car anyway is kind of, it is what it is,
It's kind of funny the way that really works, though. You got people out here with YouTube channels that are actually has the channel to do good for others, but then that don't really get the views, but then you got YouTube channels out here who are trying to do a milk crate challenge who gets like millions of views. It's kind of crazy the way that works, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's
makes no sense.
Makes no sense. I mean, I would love to do a milk. Like my son got me into looking at TikTok, and I've been putting up TikTok videos, and I've gotten, a few thousand. Oh, Drew, can you text me the link for this? Because my son just wants to jump on, not like jump on to the link to talk, but to watch this live.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send it to him real quick. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing the TikTok, Keith, and it's not too bad. It's a little bit overinflated views, but somehow you get monetized doing that. So my plan is to kind of like tag team TikTok and YouTube and see what we can do to make a difference.
You can do Facebook too.
You can get monetized on Facebook as well?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's first I ever heard of that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, DB went black. No, I didn't even know nothing about Facebook. That's the first I ever heard of that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yo. We got you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
You're there.
I bet he's got his mic button at the bottom of the phone muted.
Hold up. I can hear you on my TV, but I can't hear you on the phone.
Do you have an iPhone?
What about now?
Yeah.
Can you hear us now? Hello, DB. Hello, DB.
Yeah, I have an iPhone.
At the bottom, if you're looking at the pictures, if you see me and Drew on the screen, never
He's
mind.
gone.
I'm gonna have to get me a new phone. I don't know what it is. I was in Silverback stream last night, and all of a sudden my phone just heated up in like 10 minutes and shut off.
It was like your son put a comment in there, sir.
Okay, here I'm back, guys. I can't see the chat, but what's that?
He said, "God damn, old man."
Hey, DB, the way you hit the chat is you go down at the bottom. It'll say chat on your phone. It's like the second button from the right.
So hit that.
Yeah, hit that, and then there'll be a gray screen that comes up. You'll see one that says. Then you hit either one thing or the right one says comment. Hit on the comment.
I got you. Okay.
And it shows.
So now I can see them. I just can't see y'all, but I guess you can see me.
Yes, sir. We got you.
What's up, Fat Boy Fox?
So Trenton, if you think I'm old, then your grandpa must be ancient.
Can say I'm older than your dad, so I got him by
get
like
this.
a decade.
So my son's slowly becoming this gearhead, right? Like interested in cars.
That's a good thing.
And so I know, right? But here's the bad thing. He's liking the Mopar.
Nothing wrong with Mopar, man.
Nothing
wrong with it. No, nothing. No,
better be a
wrong.
Hellcat, not no Scat Pack either.
Well,
no.
Well, here's the thing. He wants, and Trenton, you could message him like so. He likes the wide bodies.
Oh yes.
But he has like V6 pay right now versus V8 pay. But he's only an E4 in the Army, so he's making it, But
hey,
when he
you got to start somewhere. That's the always thing.
You got to start somewhere.
Yep.
But I told him in 392 credit score. So I told him, I said, you know what, Trent? I said, you get your little. I bought him a Ford Ranger. I think it was last year. I think I bought it for him last year. I can't remember, or the year before that. Again, my time frame. But he doesn't owe too much left on that. And I told him, I said, once you get that paid off, I mean, if you want to get a performance car, get one. You know what I mean? And I'll go help him pick it out. But yeah, man, he's looking at like orange, like the orange color, and then the plum crazy purple, which is my favorite.
Mine too.
Oh, yeah, mine
is yours too.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
all
that's
day.
If Ford would have made two things, if Ford would have made the Shelby in that type of purple, I think that car would sell like wildfire.
Oh yeah.
So
it would be beautiful. The body lines.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. That thing would be gorgeous.
Yeah, the body line lends itself really good to that color.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. It's. They did good by was it Twister Orange or Fury Orange for the 19?
Fury.
It's Fury, but I don't like that Fury though. I like the Twister, but I don't like the Fury.
Twister is 2020.
Twister. Okay, what did they have before Fury?
I do remember the orange, but I don't remember the name of the orange.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I think so. It was Fury, and then Twister was in 2020, which is what they put on the GT3 or GT500.
Yes.
There was a guy on YouTube. I think he sold it. He was called Twister 500. He was like the first one to boost, like do any like serious mods to the car. And I can't remember the guy's name.
He did the twin turbo kit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
His Palm Beach did it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Palm. Yeah. Ken tuned him.
Yep.
Down there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I can't remember who the guy's name was. Seemed like a super nice guy. My phone is all bouncing around. Sorry, guys.
You're good. No worries.
But yeah, he was like the first one to do it. So anyway, when I saw that orange for the first time, I actually saw it in person, and the color was absolutely like it really like kicked me in the ass. Thinking, I wish that my GT350, although I like black, I wish I would have gotten more of exotic color than the dude. Trenton goes, my divorce ain't helping, bro. Humble beginnings.
Well, I know all about that. Believe me.
Yeah, he does. I tell him all the time, he's more like me than what he realizes. You know, but he's making it. Like I said, he's figuring out. Like we were 20, we were all trying to still figure it out. So,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
for sure. Count on that.
So
I was an idiot at 20. I wasn't saying a lot to nobody.
I'm still an idiot, Keith.
I mean, before I got my CDLs, man. I tell you what, I was headed way down the wrong road. I was destined to be I was destined to be a prisoner. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. My dad got me one day and yanked me up by my shirt and said, "Son, I'm gonna jerk a knot in your ass if you don't straighten up." And after that, I straightened up.
You. Yeah. That's I mean that's how we all I think all of our dads had that conversation with us at one point in our lives.
Well, I know mine did.
You know?
He had it roughly too. He wasn't nice about it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, going back to the Plum Crazy Purple and the Mopars. if Ford would do that color, that whatever I hope that when they do the S650, that they come out with a whole new color scheme.
They are.
Okay, so what do you know about the colors, Andrew?
They haven't announced them yet.
Oh,
but they announced that they're coming out with a whole new colors pattern.
They're a whole new color pattern. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And you know, Dodge took away the Plum Crazy.
I heard that.
Now it's Hellraiser Purple, which is still fucking sexy as hell.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
What's her name? There's a gal. She does the OnlyFans and YouTube. What's
Mallory?
Her name? No, who?
Mallory?
No. She's out. Doris. Women driven.
Oh yeah.
Women driven. Yeah. She's got a she's got one in the Plum Crazy Purple. I love that car. You know who else who used to have a Hellcat? And Alex.
Yep.
He had a Hellcat a long time ago, man. I don't know why he got rid of that car.
He says the same thing. I said the same thing to him, but I got rid of mine.
You had
I
one
just wasn't
too?
a big fan of the Challengers.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know you had that.
And then you want a Charger, which is even heavier?
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Well, the Charger's like
That's the new color.
Oh wow! Look at that, Trent. Look at
that's
that
a
color.
That's a darker color. That's pretty.
It is a darker color, but it's hard to tell, like from pictures. Like, okay, and now it's popping up on my TV. So yeah, that is a little bit darker. They've got 0% interest for 72 months. Holy shit! They really do want people to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're giving their cars away, man.
Yeah, they are.
Man, maybe I need to trade the Shelby, and maybe I need to get rid of it after all.
Go get a 2021.
I'm telling you now. Now I know you love your car, but now is definitely a
Time to
seller's
sell
market. It's a seller's market now.
Keith, I actually put my Shelby for sale last night. However, I only was asking 70 grand. I got a ton of people like want me to contact them today, and I just didn't have the heart. Angelita talked me out of it. She said, "Jack," she goes. Trenton goes, "You think I'm? Hey, everybody else, Byron and Nickel White, good to see you guys. I haven't seen y'all in a while, man. Howland 573." Trent goes, "You think I'm not too tall for a Challenger?" No, Trent. That car is the perfect size for you and me because they are bigger cars. I don't know about the Charger. I know that the Challenger would be freaking mint for you and me. See, I see the gold.
Look at that.
Now I know Cletus. Now he bought a new C8 and he sold it because he didn't fit because he was too tall.
Yeah. Garrett, yeah, he did. He
Yep.
only well, you know, that one, two, I think he got more for it than he paid for it.
Oh, there's no doubt he did. There's no doubt about that.
I know that Mike, when he bought his original C8, he sold it real quick. and then he got another one and gave it away. I think I can't remember, but I tell you what, if it's 0% interest for 72 months on that car,
That's 6 years, right? Yeah, that's 6 years.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I mean,
Holy shit.
I would put. Joshua says that picture can't do the color justice. Oh, I agree.
It doesn't. In person, it's sexy.
Yeah.
Then you can get that car paid off before that and have 0 interest the entire payment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true. Like I have, like on my Shelby, I owe like $6,000 on it still. So I'm. Ooh,
$6,000 or 60?
6.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, you've been paying that thing off quick.
Yeah. So when I bought the car, I put down so much,
Mhm.
and then I sold the ZL1, and I took 25. So I sold the ZL1 for like 60. And so I took 25 and I put it toward the Mustang, and then I sold the turbo kit for the Mustang and I put that money toward it, even though I'd already paid Drew for the blower. So yeah, I only owe like $6,000 on it.
That ain't bad. Hell.
No, not at all.
No.
But I think you've done
I've
the
had
right
the
thing
car.
by taking your car back down. And if you do relist it for what the market is going for right now.
So that's the other
Definitely
thing.
don't settle for less.
I was telling Andrew, I said, and I told Alex the same thing, or Alex told me it was not enough, that I should be selling that car for like 80, 85 with everything I have to it.
All day long.
Yeah. So, but then
because you got a car that will absolutely smoke a new GT500. Period. End of story. It will absolutely rip it a new ass. And they can buy your car cheaper than what they can buy a brand new 500 for. And they got the best of both worlds.
And that was always my plan with that car anyway. I wanted to. It was the last of the stick cars for the Mustangs, so that was the whole reason I decided to do that and boost it. I wish the turbos would have worked out better, but I think it is what it is. The 72-month 0% finance makes me want to get the Ram 1500. The TRX is my goal. However, my pockets can't meet my dreams. No, so I thought about that. Like if I was going to sell my vehicle, I wanted more of so Trent's been talking to me. So back in the day when I was with his mother, all I had was Mopar. I had Dodge Ram, Dodge Dakota. Mopar was my thing. And so now he's wanting to talk me into doing Mopar, and I really like the TRX, because I had a Gen 1 Raptor and I love that truck. But now I see the Mopar, like the TRX and the Challenger and everything else, and I'm like, oh, they're just so freaking nice, and not an arm and a leg like Mustang stuff.
Yeah, nice, Nick. That should be a running car when you get done with that, dude.
Yeah,
I ain't meaning to change the subject.
No. Like I'm not.
I just want to make sure we all pay attention to their comments and stuff like that.
Absolutely, no. I don't want to. I'm not the star of this adventure. It's you and Andrew.
Oh, it ain't me. Don't put me in there. It ain't me. I'm the butt of everybody's live stream.
I need to figure out how to download this thing and have more people on mine and make it fun. Because I have it.
You don't have to download StreamYard. It's free.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said to download it.
No.
You ain't got to download it.
Go on the website.
Yeah, you just just go to the website, log in, make an account, boom, there you go. That's all you do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got it. Well, you can do the free version, which gives you 20 hours a month free and 6 people on your panel at one time.
Yep.
Or you can upgrade and get more hours and more people on the panel. But listen, if you get more than 6, dude, you might as well forget even trying to talk because it's impossible.
Get 6 people. I got to get 6 people in my live chat. Although, unfortunately, I don't stay live long enough because I'm always like, okay, 10, 15 minutes and I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then everybody misses it. Then I take the stream down anyway. So,
if you had a panel, you would probably enjoy it more.
I think so, Keith. You know me, I always do better like with this stuff if I'm talking to somebody. Because it's hard for me to articulate things when I'm by myself.
Yep.
But, man, I haven't seen Nickel White in forever. I feel like the last time I saw Nickel White was at Bowling Green a few years back.
Boy, he's been doing a lot of upgrades to his car. He got a damn
Yeah, yes.
DH400.
yeah. I mean, he's
Him and Maniac S550 have been killing it with their cars. lately.
Mhm.
yes, they have.
Byron's,
I tell you who I'm super proud of, and everybody probably already knows who I'm talking about. But I'm super proud of Ken when he finally broke away from the dealership
I'm telling you.
and
I'm
finally
telling you.
trusted enough in himself to start his shop. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say have the balls. I'm just mean trust enough in himself that he knows he can go back to work and stuff like that and get the customer.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that
Ken's
guy
been talking
doing well.
about that for years.
Yeah, he has.
I actually joked with him a few years back that, and this is when we were under what's his name, Pony Performance. I won't name his name. So anyway, we all thought about getting into a shop, and then I was going to invest capital in the shop, and then Kim would have sweat equity, and Alex would have sweat equity in it. This is a few years ago, and then after that whole incident, which whatever kind of dissipated, we. But I was anyway. My point is, I was glad to see Ken fall through on his plans, and he's crushing it.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
He's
is.
busier than sin, but he's crushing it.
But that's a good problem to have, though. Being busier than sin. That's a good problem.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Especially being a new business like he is just starting out. That is a great problem to have.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that town he's in. It's a small town.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very big town. So actually, YouTube is actually helping them because a lot of people are followers and they're sending their car to them. You know.
Well, Drew's helping a lot too because, you know, Drew sells the parts. Excuse me. Drew sells the parts and recommends that Ken does the installs. So
Right, and
it's like both of them
then-
shaking each other's hand or scratching each other's back. That's a really good work.
And Daryl and Daryl's doing nothing but straight tuning now, Keith.
He's got to be according to what he just ordered.
Who's that?
Selling his G8. I mean, selling his Audi.
What?
Yeah,
He
he just ordered a McLaren.
What?
Yeah,
What?
that's what Ken just said the other night. He said
Wow.
Ken said he sold his R8 and ordered a McLaren.
That boy making
I'm telling
money.
Somebody is making some big money somewhere.
Well,
Yeah, he's all over the Mustang G6 forums.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What's up, Chris?
He's still-
Cooler?
He I remember when Daryl remember that Daryl was only tuning a handful of people in like Tennessee
Oh God,
Mhm.
yeah.
a few years back. You know, remember that?
Oh
And
man,
that-
I
and
remember
he-
when
and he
Daryl
was
was
doing
doing nothing. He wasn't doing really much of nothing, really. I mean, if it wasn't been
No.
for Caleb, Ken, Dover, hell, he really
Right.
wouldn't have had any business, you know, because they
Right.
took all those coyote swap foxes over there to keep getting them tuned and stuff. That's basically how he got his start, really.
Right. And so to see where he's grown today,
Oh man,
but he's
awesome to
always
see.
been. And like I said, I had what's his name, Shoemaker, tuned my car originally, and I'm not saying Shoemaker does a bad job, but I felt like it was hard to get a hold of him.
Mhm.
Even after I paid. So, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, when I was under the other company under sponsor, I was supposed to have free tuning, free this, everything to sell, you know, to merchandise and everything else. But I never could get a hold of Shoemaker. I would call, they'd give me some BS that I needed some type of trouble or ticket or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I'd call the other dude Flotchy, and he wouldn't give it to me. So even after I paid, it was very hard to keep in contact with them.
That's how
From the
that's
moment
how their free works. We give you this free, but good luck getting in touch with us.
Right, exactly, Keith. Well, then I got a hold, and Ken said, "Look, go with Daryl." And I never had an issue out of Daryl. He gets back to me in a timely manner. No issues whatsoever, and I like dealing with him. But he has gotten to the point where he does not take phone calls anymore either, but for good reason. You know what I mean?
He's so damn busy, man.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I
You don't
think
even answer my calls.
he's doing everything through emails now, right?
Yeah, so I
Yep.
I use Facebook Messenger to get a hold of him. Like if I have when I had issues with or getting the tune dialed in for the Mustang.
Uh-huh.
And so, but yeah, I and like I said, I'm still using an Engage. So from when I made a video a few months back where Engage aren't even on it anymore. Everybody's going to that RTD.
Yep.
Which is real similar to how my Camaro was tuned, and I didn't like that. I like the Engage.
Yep. They use the MPVIs.
Yep. Who all in the chat? They still use the Engage. If you're in the chat, do you still use Engage or not?
What's up, T. Hessler? How you doing, sir? Hope you're feeling
Oh
well.
yeah, Ted's in here. Like I said, it's hard for me to see the thing. I really like the way Ted's truck's going.
Oh man, that's a good looking truck, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's gonna be one mean joker when he gets it boosted.
Yeah. Ted, are you going to do the boost on that? If you're still in the chat, Michael Stallings, he's still rocking the Engage. All right.
Yeah, he's not sure if he's going twins or if he's going Whipple or if he's going Odin.
Talking about T.
Yep.
Well, I know Gavin. Well, right before Doug left, Doug built that Super Snake for Gavin.
Yep.
And Doug did a really good job with that install, but I think he used Hellion. But he used some type of new kit they have.
Yeah.
It ain't like the old one.
Look, we got Xander in here.
Oh, what's up, Xander?
Yeah, I don't know which Hellion kit it is, but they did use a new kit for that truck.
Yeah, it turned out to be a good clean install.
You know, my thing is, no offense, but these big YouTube channels like that, like Gavin, well, I can't really say Cletus no more because he don't use kits anymore. Now he's doing all custom, his own custom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't understand people like Gavin, what as big as their channels are, why don't they just hire them a full-time fabricator? They would save themselves so much more money. And then they could come up with their own kits and start selling that shit and even make more money.
So here's how I understand the story. Because you know Doug left and he works for
Duflachi.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck face.
I'm just not gonna say. Everyone who knows me very well, I just cannot say the man's name. But anyway, so Doug went to work for him. Well, from what I understand, the YouTube, like everyone across YouTube, has gone down in views, CPMs, everything. It's just not paying what it used to, even for those larger channels. So you got to think that Gavin he said at one time he had like $20,000 of employee revenue a month. He's not making that much money off videos. The only people that I see making serious money off of YouTube right now, Cletus is always up there. Cletus.
Yep.
I think Stradman's making enough to pay for everything, but he's got expensive taste. But the other guy that I found not too long ago, because Underfed hooked me onto him, his name is Whistling Diesel.
Yep.
Oh, I cannot stand that dude. I can't stand him.
Fair enough. But he's doing over 1 million views on average. 2 to 3 million views on average. You know, and I will admit, Keith, he's very interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's got good potential, but the point is, all these YouTubers are making all this freaking money with GoPros and cell phone footage.
Oh yeah,
right. I've joked with Alex before. Alex will tell you his viral videos have all come from cell phone footage, which I can't stand shooting like that. If that makes sense.
I'll give you one more person to go look at, and they're absolutely nothing to do with cars and nothing like that. All she does is like review like Facebook videos, Instagram, and TikTok videos. Her numbers will absolutely blow your mind.
Really?
Yes. Her name is SS Sniper Wolf.
Oh yeah, I know her.
That chick, dude, hey, there's no telling how much money that lady's making. I'm telling you.
Probably. Yeah, a lot.
Dude, she put out a video, and in 48 hours, it's got like 22 million views.
I know. Well,
I'm like, holy shit.
who's that kid out in North Carolina? He does it too. He does a lot of real kid-friendly content. Real nice kid. Real eccentric though. Mr. Beast. That's
Is he
who
North Carolina, or is that the one that's over in England? I know there's one over in England doing that too.
No, he's in North Carolina because he lives in the same town my little brother. My little brother's a college professor in Greenville. So that's how I got hooked up into him. But there's a lot of people in the chat now. That's cool.
What's up, Trump back? How you doing, sir?
Yeah. But like I was saying, but anyway, before that, I asked like who else using the N-Gage. I think like one person popped up and said they're still using theirs. Two. Okay.
Yep.
So everyone's kind of switched over to the RTD now.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
For most people that's using it, seems to really like it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it, Andrew? What
I like being able to see what's going on with my car while I'm driving. I don't want to have a laptop in my passenger seat to look over every time I want to look at it. It's pointless.
Well, let me ask you something. Is it possible to tune the car with the RTD, but still have the N-Gage in running all the time so you can still see what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go. You get the best of both worlds. At least you don't have to. Your N-Gage is not useless anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's. You know what I mean?
I think Xander still runs it like that with the N-Gage, but tunes with the RTD now.
Yep.
For some reason, he said that I can't remember what, and Alex told me on the phone why. I guess it shit out on him, and then he had to go to the RTD, buy a computer. But that's kind of, so I think from like interesting for like Daryl or a tuner to be in here, because from what I understand, like the N-Gage has like 30 PIDs for the tuner to look after. But the RTD has 100, Keith.
Something like that.
Is that right, Andrew? Am I saying that right?
Maybe that's the way a tuner. Maybe that's the reason why the tuner likes it better.
They do.
There's more stuff for them to look at. So,
right,
they can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would surmise that something's. I feel like with the N-Gage, that was like the culmination of like being able to tune and look at the most important things on a boosted vehicle. I almost feel like the RTD is taking a step back in time as far as like Andrew, like you were saying earlier, Andrew. It's hard. It's impossible to look at. It's a little bit more inconvenient to have a laptop in your car, where with the N-Gage, you can look at things. See, Ken's in here. I tune and log the car with the RTD. I watch the N-Gage for track and keep an eye on things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, what's up, buddy? Hey, come on the panel. You're a good one to help talk about all this stuff. Get your butt up here on the panel. But I'm a dumbass. I know nothing. Y'all all.
No, I would say.
No, trust me. No. I'm honestly, I'm a dumb dude. If it ain't got a carburetor and a screwdriver, I'm done. I don't know shit. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. That's my kind of tune.
Yeah. So, but I to me, I like the N-Gage. I think it's simplistic. It works, but I heard it's bricked out on a lot of people. Like I think, like I said, Alex is bricked out on his. Now, Andrew, let me ask you this: when you sold your S550, did you take your N-Gage and can you use your N-Gage in your new car?
Left it with the car.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yep.
So you bought another N-Gage?
I bought an RTD.
Oh, so you don't have an N-Gage for your 500 at all?
No.
Okay, I got you.
I wish.
Because I think the way you can get one right now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, comments can do it too. I think the only way you can get them now is through Lund. I think Lund still has a few.
You can, yeah, or if you buy them used.
Salty?
Yeah, but I'm always.
Okay.
I would never buy that used. If that makes sense. I would never buy an N-Gage used.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's like buying a cell phone that's locked and you don't know if you can unlock it.
Yep.
Well, you can't unlock them anymore, but you can still use them on your car to read data.
Okay.
You just can't tune with them.
I'm going to unlock this iPhone 11. I'm going to smash this bitch against the wall. I'm going to go back to Android. Well, I can't really say that. Like I said, I used it like last night in Silverback's live stream. Usually I'm on it all the time doing live streams, but for some reason, just last night, all of a sudden I was on it for like 10 minutes. It got hot and the phone just shut off and gave me a warning. I was like, what in the hell is going on? And then today I was in RAV4's live stream and it got really hot, but it didn't shut off. But dude, you could almost fry an egg on the back of the phone. I was like, what in the hell's going on with the phone? Why is it heating up like that?
Let's see. Yeah. I have an iPhone 11 Max Pro, and I love the phone. I love it. It's great. I haven't had any issues with it.
Yeah, I just the regular 11.
Oh, the regular 11.
Yeah,
So
this is my first ever iPhone. I was always an Android guy. So
that's right. Yeah, you were. That's right.
I talked to Ken before I bought this, and he told me this is what he uses, iPhone 11. So I was like, well, if Ken said it's good and he does videos with it, then I'll buy it. So I bought it. So.
Oh yeah, it's good, Alex. So Ken says RTD is way better for logging, and your tuner can see a lot more help dialing your tune better. That's what I thought. It has like 100 pins, and then he said, yeah, Alex told me that too, Ken, that it takes like less than a minute to load.
Oh, that's cool.
To load a tune with the RTD. But then you got to have a damn laptop too. You know what I mean?
Can't you just use any laptop?
I think you have to use a Windows-based operating system.
Yes.
You do? Because Alex said he had to buy a computer.
Yeah. Well, you can actually, if you have an iMac or something, or a MacBook, or whatever, you can actually download Windows onto your MacBook.
Yes. Yeah, and do like a hack or something like that to trick it. Yeah.
Right, and convert it over that way so you don't have to go buy another one.
Right. And Ken's coming in here now.
Yeah, we need him in here. He's the only one that knows how to tune. Or at least
he don't know how to tune.
He told me he's been doing a little bit of it.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, I think it's just on his own personal stuff, though. I don't think he's trying it on those customers' cars or nothing.
I think last time I talked to Ken was right before he released a video on his that old car he bought. He sent me pictures of it.
Oh yeah,
it was a couple of weeks back.
I'm in love with that old car.
I am too. Hey, I'm going to salty tonight.
So what?
Oh, you are?
Oh, no face.
Salty tonight.
There you go.
It is a little. It is a little. I keep watching me on the TV, and I watch me over here, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm ugly.
That's the reason why I don't show my face. Like I said, the internet's just not ready for this much ugly. So
yeah. Kid, you missed it. My son was in the chat earlier. Ken?
Yeah.
You missed it. My son was in the chat earlier.
Hell yeah. I was at the shop, so.
Oh. Late at night like this on a Sunday?
On a Sunday?
I do what I gotta do, man.
Jeez.
I had some parts that didn't come in for a car, and I got them in. And I was trying to get one car messed around, and then I had 2 more cars come in today.
Jeez.
Well, that's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
I just gotta get everything done, and so.
No, that's legit, man. Congrats. Keith and I were talking about that. We were proud of you.
So
you're making it happen.
Yeah, right.
Hell on wheels. I got to get everything done so I can get to the race this weekend, and then I got to race another next weekend. I got to be at NMRA. So,
yeah. How you liking the Whipple?
I love the Whipple.
You running E85 or just regular pump gas around town?
Just right now, regular pump gas. Full weight. We went 675 at 106. 100% full weight stock headers, stock cats.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we went 675 at 106 so far on 93. So
I saw your last video. I know you're doing good. You're moving on it.
It's pretty good.
Are you going to eventually get a fuel system from Drew?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right,
we're gonna go E85. We're gonna bump it on up. It's just right now I'm just been so busy with customers' cars and getting everything lined out, so I kind of just hadn't been doing much of nothing.
And then when you get your fuel system, you're not going to burn out your pumps like some other dumbass, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what kills me is
Damn.
like what's that big pump that everybody uses in the 4Kits?
Waldrop.
Andrew.
Waldrop.
No, they're TIs.
They're the
What's
TI
that?
and Walbro, the same company, but
Yeah.
it's the Walbro 485s, which is the 285 pumps.
Yeah, so I've got that 285 pump in my car, right? I modified my hat so it could go in my hat on my stock hat. And I had it in my blue car, and now I've got it in my green car, and I've been running that pump this whole time. Never went out. And I'm like, how are you guys going through these pumps?
I can tell you how to do it, kid.
Oh, I know
Don't
how
do
they're
that.
doing it. They're running their tank low and they're overheating the pumps.
No, I'll tell everybody in the chat. So, believe it or not, I burnt out my last set of pumps, and thanks to modernmuscleperformance.net, I was able to get them replaced at a cost. You know, some green $1 bills for a few hundred times. So anyway, I go, and I'm not even paying attention. I'm on the freeway. I'm about to exit, and I go to launch it, and the car surges. And I'm like, what the F is going on? So I call Kenny, and Ken's like, what's the car doing? I'm like, it's just lunging. He's like, how much fuel do you have? And I look down, and I'm going, I don't know if I want to tell you that. Or something. I did something like I deflected it real quick, you know? And he's like, well, you may have burnt out your pumps. So anyway, when we replaced the fuel pumps, there was like, so anyway, this is how I knew something was wrong. So I went and did a log for Daryl, and Daryl's like, hey man, you got something wrong with your fuel. I don't know what it is. It's cutting out. I'm like, oh shit. I think Kim was right. So then I conferred with two other friends, and they also told me that I was wrong and they were right. And then when we replaced them, there was all this brass stuff in the fuel tank. And so that confirmed that I'm a dumbass and I burnt up my fuel pumps.
Oh yeah. You run them low of fuel. You run it low of fuel too much, and it'll happen.
Yeah.
What's up, Randy? Jared, welcome to the chat.
Yeah, everybody's coming in, man. How many people are in the chat?
Oh, I don't know. 14.
That's not bad for a Sunday night, man.
Nickel White says lots of scraping going on, Hunkin. Yeah. So somebody brings me an engine, right? And they bring me an engine by itself because it had done something that I knew what was going on with it. And they had it at another shop. Well, I get this engine in, and the whole front of the timing cover, the whole front timing cover is siliconed all the way up.
No way.
All the way up. It's nothing but silicone. The pan is still all the way across the bottom of where the timing cover is on the bottom, on the top, on the pan, silicone all the way across. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I know the shop that done it. The shop works on Coyotes. And I'm just sitting here banging my head on the wall like, why did you do that?
Well,
because I got to scrape all that. I got to take the engine apart. I got to scrape all that stuff off.
So, Ken, how are you charging people to do work?
Usually by the hour, and I look up the flag time that it calls for that job.
That's what I was going to say. You use the flag hours still?
Yeah, I do. Like supercharger jobs, I kind of know. So I've had a set price on those for a while. Like boost installs, oil pump gears, I've got a set price. Like other stuff that I don't usually do, I just look up basically like a clutch job. So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll look up flag time, and I'll put it at my hourly rate, and I'll send them a quote. So
what's the most interesting vehicle you've done? Like, not interesting, but you know what I mean? Like other than that timing cover, like, no shit, I can't believe I saw this in a car.
Well, I got a one car in that came from another shop, and on the what's it called, the Barton. So it had a Barton shifter in it, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the Barton shifter has a base that bolts up to everything, and it goes in the transmission, and you got a cartridge that it sets in that the shifter's in, right?
Uh-huh.
The shifter was installed backwards into the unit.
Oh shit.
So it had no reverse lockout.
So it's like Jack put it on.
Yeah, sort of.
Damn.
Except
we never got to dig at him. He does.
Except it was the shop that charged the customer to do it.
I
Oh,
was in the
Lord.
shop
That
had
car
it.
was full. That car was a Pro Charger installed. That car was full of what the ups. Um,
Really?
I've had a lot of what the hells here lately, dude. Like when I start doing this, and they're like, and I'm like, and I won't never talk about the shop. I won't never do nothing like that. It's just
No.
it's unprofessional, and I'm not going to do it. But it's just like you go, what the hell were you doing? And you
Or
know,
what
hey,
were you thinking?
everybody's got their way of doing things. I understand, but at least put the parts in right. Like the silicone thing, I was like, dude, what? There's rubber seals. Like, there's no need in it. Like, what are you doing? But to each their own, I guess. You know, whatever. It ain't gonna leak. I promise you that.
Yeah, you're right about that shit.
It wasn't gonna leak oil. I promise you that.
I've got
Oh, Chad's in here. Worse.
Yep.
Yeah, what's that, Force Horse? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I've seen that on a bunch of the old Fox bodies I bought over the years. The way they silicone timing chain covers on, valve covers. Dude, you would not believe. It took me forever to get a set of valve covers off one time.
Well, the thing about it is the old 302s, they didn't have like seal. Like if I so Salty, you're not familiar with Coyotes. So
No, sir.
the Coyote has got a it's got a what's it? Damn, I can't. My mind's drawing a blank. Uh, it's got a groove cut into it where a rubber seal lays into the front timing cover all the way up, right?
Yep.
The only spot you have to put silicone is right where the head meets the block, and you put just a little cross section on each of those spots, and then in the corner where the front cover, the block, and the oil pan meet, right there in that corner, put a little silicone. That's it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. A little bit of silicone. That's it. Front cover goes on, bolts up. That's it. You don't have to put silicone all the way across the pan, all the way up the timing cover. Like that just creates a lot more work for the next guy.
But they think it's pretty seeing all that orange shit outlining everything.
It ain't orange, it's gray. At least he did.
Oh, okay.
It did use gray. That it had the crank sprocket issue, Andrew, that you know of.
Yep.
And the shop didn't catch it. It broke a timing chain, and the shop didn't catch it, and they thought it was a tensioner that caused it. And then they put another chain on. The customer got the car back, drove it another 2,000 miles, and it broke the timing chain again. So
don't forget the zip ties, Force Horse.
So
got to put zip ties in there.
They called me up and was like, "Hey, do you know what's happening?" I told them, "Yeah," and they're like, "Can you fix it?" I'm like, "Sure, bring it to me." So they just brought me. Look, good thing about that, they just brought me the engine because they're a shop of their own, but they do a lot of race stuff. But they don't go inside Coyotes or nothing like that. So they just took the engine out and brought it to me and handed it to me. I was like, "All right, cool."
That's easy enough.
Yeah, that's a quick fix.
Thing's a lot easier for me.
Well, didn't Boundary have an issue with the old pump gears and crank sprockets for a little bit?
Crank sprocket, yeah.
Okay, well,
subject.
Okay.
That's a touchy subject.
Okay, I got you.
Not the oil pump gears. The oil pump gears ended up being the damn deal with the housing, not the centering deal. So we got that resolved. We just put new housings on now. So problem solved.
I thought you had an issue. Is what I'm saying a while back.
I did. And that's what, if you watch the video with the housing where I talked about the housing where they found out what happened, like I go over it all in that video about the housings. So ever since then, we'll put a brand new housing on. I ain't never had a problem since. Of course, I didn't have a problem before, but it did make sense once they explained it to me. Once they figured out what happened and I went in and confirmed it, that it would do it. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I've had a customer, not a customer, but I had somebody that watches the channel, subscriber, reach out to me and was like, hey, appreciate the video. I had the same noise, didn't know where it was coming from. Took it out and found that problem. And then
Ken, there's a question in the chat for you.
Okay, let me go in the chat, Dan.
As long as y'all don't end up like Bolt Breaker right here in this picture.
Silicone duct tape fixes everything. Hell no.
The
Holy
chat.
Shit.
No, the question after that.
Anybody seeing 3 oil pans seeping in the back?
Yes.
Everyone have had in the shop, and the back of the pan is wet. If you have the pan down and you put it back up, it gets oil, and there's this little ridge. There's this little ridge outside of the gasket where it will get a little oil in there, and it will come down. But if you wipe it off, it's fine. It never drips. It's just like a
whose fucking car is that?
I'm finna say, who fucked that up?
It's just moist. It's never drifts. That is
Bolt breaker.
That is bolt breaker, and his crankshaft broke. He got a little excited with a overdrive ATI balancer, and it said no more.
Mm.
He pulled
Edelbrock car.
Did it mess up the block?
Oh, yeah, block's gone.
Okay. I was just wondering if the block was going to be salvageable.
Who knew? Nope. He's putting it back to stock.
Ken, question for you, changing the subject on Coyotes. Did you hear about the new all aluminum 351 Cleveland sleeve block?
No, I did not.
Yes, sir. It's out. Just got to find out who's selling it.
Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
What did they do with the Windsor?
That's a good question. Well, the Cleveland will make more horsepower.
Yeah. What kind of chili?
The kind is going to make you use a lot of Charmin.
Beans? No, I'm good.
Yeah, you got to use Charmin after certain chilies.
Yeah, he lied.
Damn.
I don't know where to get the motor from. That's the thing. I was trying to do research, trying to figure out where you can get the engine block from. It's a beautiful block.
Fury in the house, everybody.
Here is in the chat right now. I just put the link in there.
Hey, hang on a second, Salty. You know, that guy he started producing that block in 2006. The block's been out for a little while.
Yeah, but we're just now seeing it though.
Yeah, I know, but it's been out for a little while.
I just wonder if he had to iron out all the problems on the block before he could release it to the mass public.
They were having a problem there for a minute with the camshaft board and stuff like that, but they got all that straightened out now. But it's been out for a little while now. It's been out. Like I said, he started doing it in 2006. So by 2015, they had it out. So it's been out for a good 5 years.
Well, I still have to say it's new to me because I never seen it until I seen that video.
No, it's new to me too because I never seen it until you showed it to me last night.
Yeah, dude, that thing it's already aluminum sleeved and everything.
Right.
That thing can handle some damn massive power.
Well, they're gonna be, it's about a $2,500 to $2,900 block. So we'll see what happens. I may go with it. We'll see what happens when I get there.
Damn, it's almost kind of tells you just go with a Dart if you're going to spend $29,000 to $3,000. God, you can get a Dart.
Well, so we got people around here like this guy above me there that might be able to help us out a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
Can you get a deal on 351 Darts, Drew?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you can do that, then I might be, once I get to Tennessee up around Ken. Now I still want a Coyote swap my car really bad because I just love that. I love that whole swap and everything. Because I think
you don't want to do an LS swap.
Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Don't think I would.
Damn.
Who the hell's in here cussing?
I'll do it. I'll do an LS swap in a heartbeat, Jack. Don't think I won't.
Not in my damn shop, you won't.
Yes, it will. Because when I pay you, you'll do it.
I tell you what. By the time you get through paying me the tax for me putting the LS in that car, you'll wish you had a Coyote in that car.
No.
There's a hellified tax for me putting a Chevy motor in a
No.
Oh, yes, there is.
Ain't gonna be none of that.
But Ken, here's the thing, though. You got to think of it from this standpoint, like a content creator standpoint. Like if you actually had a customer car and they had a Ford, but they said they wanted to put an LS, no crossbreeding, but if they wanted to put an LS swap in there, like that'd be a hell of a content.
Shit. Just think if he had a customer bring in a S550 GT and wanted to do an LS twin turbo swap in it. Dude, now that would be some hellish content.
Well,
fucking do it. There is no amount of money in the world that's gonna make me yank out a perfectly good Coyote to put that damn LS in there that can't even keep up with a damn Coyote.
Yeah,
And
but you could.
I'm with you, buddy. I am with you.
Now hold on.
The LS cannot keep up with the Coyote.
You done lost your freaking mind.
Okay, bring me get the hell out of here.
Man, there's LS twin turbo.
Stock.
I didn't say nothing about stock now.
All right.
I didn't say nothing about stock.
And I've got a
Here-
built Coyote. I got a built Coyote sitting in the shop right now that'll bring the LS on.
And here's the last YouTube appearance of Determined Veteran.
Damn. Uh-oh.
Hey, the Motor's a great engine. Don't get me wrong. But
No, I like that. I like the LS. But if I'm gonna take the energy to put something LS in something, I like to put it in like a '68 Camaro. You know, something that belongs in.
A third gen Camaro would be sweet.
Get a
Vega
Vegas
would be
station
sweet.
wagon. Get a Vegas
Yeah.
station wagon, dude, and put it in a Vegas station wagon. Now that would be cool.
Yeah, something
Well,
like
what's
that.
his
Be
what's
awesome.
his name? Gavin's putting he put a Coyote in his Camaro, old 60 model Camaro.
Yeah,
I think that's cool. I'm
I think
sorry.
that's
I think
cool.
that's cool. Hell yeah.
I think that's cool.
Car mob's in the house.
I love seeing stuff like that, man. People don't understand it.
Mom.
It doesn't matter what you put in any car. If you're a gearhead and you enjoy cars, it's all turning wrenches, no matter what. You got to turn wrenches. It's just turning wrenches.
I think there's a guy I watch now. I know his channel, but he's like really big YouTuber. But he's doing a old 1098 Humvee, and he's doing an electric swap on it.
Okay.
So the whole
Holy
vehicle
crap.
is going to be electric now. And the whole, you know what a 1098? Okay, I'm sure if there's not any prior military, that's I would say like it was a GM built Humvee with a what did it have in it? An international engine in it
Yeah.
at the time.
These things are like
that-
8,000-9,000 pound vehicles. I think 10,000 pound vehicles,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Well, no, not that. Not actually, new ones are heavier, but this one wasn't armored. So this 1098 is before we armored them. So like
Gotcha.
when I first went to the sandbox, we had the old 1098s, but we would take them and we would weld armor all around them and put sandbags in the back to weight them down in case you got hit by an IED.
Gotcha.
Now the new stuff is all armored and everything. Actually, I can never pronounce his name, but Brelson, he's still in. He just got picked up for a lieutenant commander, which is I think an 04 in the Navy. But he's still around like all the new stuff. Brelson's Brelford Rides, I think it's his name. I can't ever pronounce people's names right. But yeah, the guy's taking an old Humvee and doing an electric swap on it, which I think is cool. I know, like again, it's gonna be my last appearance on YouTube because no one's gonna let me on the channel anymore. But I like different stuff, and I like seeing that. And like I said, I think Gavin, what he's doing is cool. But like, if you were to take an LS and put it in something like I guess people call it crossbreeding, I think it'd be very interesting because an old LS makes a lot of torque. It's always been that way. But I tell you what, I became a real fan of that LT4 engine in my ZL1
Oh yeah.
when I had that
your
ZL1.
Camaro your Camaro was very respectable. That car was nice.
The car, yeah, and it got faster before I sold it, and because Angie had the PCS, I had to get rid of some toys. But I let Ken take that car down the strip when it was like 700 wheel.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
video from that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where were we at. Bowling Green, right, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken loved it. Ken's like, I got to have another one of these.
Was y'all at Bowling Green? I thought that's when y'all were hanging out at Ponies.
No, he's at Bowling Green with his car.
Because wasn't Gearhead there with you guys? Or is I'm thinking a different video?
Back in his car.
Yeah. I didn't take my car to. That's when Hurricane After the Storm was, Keith.
Yeah, that's when we had that like 6-hour beer heavy live stream at Ponies, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't
it.
remember. I drank a lot that night.
Yeah, that was that one. That was the night, DV. That was the night.
Yeah.
That was That's when the Ponies. But
Okay.
I mean, to each his own. To each his own. I mean, but at the same time, I own a shop, so I can do what I want. So.
And I'm
not
telling
gonna
you,
take in- I'm
since
not
you
gonna
got
put
that shop, you're not going to turn down the right amount of money coming through
I
that
got
door
plenty
because
of-
that would just be bad
I
business.
got plenty of diehard Mustang guys that come to that shop to keep me busy.
I know you do, but you're gonna have them guys that come in with those
I got-
Chevrolets that
I
wants
got
them
plenty
swaps.
of diehard. I got plenty of diehard
And
Mustangs.
I'm gonna tell you that money talks and that other bullshit walks. And when they put that money on that table and say, "Here you go," and you're gonna say,
I got
"Yes, sir," park it in the
I
back.
got 5 cars in that shop. I got 5 cars sitting in that shop right now. I'm got plenty of Ford guys.
That's okay.
Are you that busy, Ken?
Yeah, I'm that busy.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
Why don't you hire somebody to help you out?
Right now, well, see, here's the problem: is when I hire somebody, I've got to make sure that work is there nonstop.
Right.
Until I can
Kohler
guarantee
helping
that.
you out?
What?
Is it Kohler helping you out?
At times, yeah, he works. He still has a full-time job. So basically, once it gets to the point to where I'm booked out, like I've got one of the cars I got in there is getting a turbo 400 swap, TH 400 swap, right?
Right.
So I'm having to wait like 4 to 6 weeks for parts for that. Another car it's a long story with it. It's a car that's brought to me. It needs a lot of stuff, and he's still on the fence what he's doing. So 2 of those cars are that. Then I got one car we're putting a RPG built engine in it and a built trans and all that stuff in it. We're doing that. And then I got the 2 cars I got in today. Built engine in it and
The hell?
I don't know what just happened there. What just happened?
He has DV. You have your other one still turned on. We can pick it up.
Yeah, you got the volume on one of them turned up.
You there?
Yeah. I think the volume of his TV was on,
But
and it was
so,
feeding
and then
back to
one
his
car I
phone.
got in there is we're putting a clutch and an MGW shifter in it. He's putting a clutch and MGW shifter in it because he's getting ready to put a Whipple in. When the Whipple comes in, we're putting his Whipple in. So he's getting the clutch put in to break it in. So when he gets the Whipple in, he's good to go. And then I got another car in there that got dropped off today that we're doing a Whipple install on.
Good deal, dude. Congrats, man. I'm just glad to see your shop doing so well.
And then first week of October, I got a 08 Crown Vic getting dropped off. We're putting ported heads and a Vortex supercharger on it.
You want me to come up there and give you a hand, Ken? I'll bring my hammer and Gerber.
You bring
Wow.
your hammer.
I'll bring my hammer and Gerber.
I'm gonna do exactly what you're doing now, DV. I'm fixing to have to grab my phone so I can go outside and smoke.
Yeah, well, why did this light turn off? Angela, did you turn off the light? This damn hat. No, I just have these lights on. I'm like the world's worst YouTuber when I go live.
Every light in the house has got to be on for the perfect lighting.
Yeah. Well, like this house, yeah, never mind. That's another story for another day.
It's haunted.
It is. It's like, yeah. But no one really cares about that. Matter of fact, when I put a house video out the other day, I lost subscribers.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
That was crazy, man. I thought it was damn good content.
YouTube's being funny right now, man. I don't even pay attention to that crap.
I thought it was good content.
I got on YouTube. I had 28 likes on one of my videos. I went back. I had 0.
What?
Holy shit!
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, YouTube playing games, man. It's what happened. They start messing with things, and it messes up all their algorithms and everything else on it. And that way, everybody gets screwed. We don't see comments. We don't see our thumbs up. We don't see anything.
If I had an 85 Super, I'd put a 2JZ in that thing.
Yes,
Not
sir.
me. Not me. I'd put an LS twin turbo.
I knew you would.
Salty. You're
Damn.
in damn Georgia. You are not gonna get along. You bring that
Y'all
damn
keep it going. I'll be right
LS
back.
shit up
You
here.
wait till I move up there.
There's
dude.
enough damn LS loving nut swingers up here. I don't need another one.
You wait till I move up there.
Oh,
We
by
go-
the way, Mr. Mach 1, I'm DV. I'm the one they always talk about when I'm not around. So good to see you, man.
Determined veteran. I ain't never heard anybody say anything bad about you.
Then you're lying.
And I've heard
that's-
people talk about you.
If you don't believe me, just ask him and he'll tell you there's nothing bad wrong with you. I'm just messing with you, Gary. That's what he always says in his videos. I had to say that.
Yeah. No. So like I've had this problem recently. I don't know if you guys have, but like I'm missing views. Like I see a video, it launches, and I'm missing a whole bunch of views. I don't know if anybody else has that issues either.
Well, I always miss views.
Well, I was joking with my son the other day about it. And he goes, Dad, last couple of months your views have sucked. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And because like March and April, we had like over 500,000 views. Biggest month ever. You know what I mean? Like I felt like a rich YouTuber for about, a week. And then I realized everything catches up. But yeah, I mean, YouTube has been like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's crazy.
Well, because like I said, they keep changing things and it messes up everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to a buddy today. He said, man, Jack, I ain't seen a video from you in 2 months. And I went, well, I put out some videos. I mean, not consistently, but I have put out videos. And YouTube changed something to where, and I don't know how everybody else, there's a lot of content creators in the chat, but I don't know how anybody else has done it. But now you have to, the person has to go subscribe, push bell notification, then go to their settings on their phone and allow all notifications from the app.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's, I think they're making it more friendly for like the casual viewer, right? So they're not getting their phone blown up with, Mach 1 video, DV video, Muscle, Andrew's channel. I never can say his name right. Ken's channel. You know what I mean? So I get it from that standpoint, but it's like, I don't know. But then you got some channels like Gearhead. I don't know how many people watch Gearhead in the audience because I'm a big Matt fan.
All of us do.
I am too. Hey, I'm gonna drop this guy off the panel so I can bring my other guy in once I get outside.
Fair enough.
But like Mustang guy right here says, the only issues he has with Car Mob's comments. Now Car Mob, he'll comment, and then I'll get the notification that he commented. Then I'll go to comment on his comment. It's gone.
Really?
I had to unsubscribe from him and his wife. This happened to both of them. I had to unsubscribe from both of them and subscribe back, and I haven't had the problem since.
So that happens too a lot of times, right? Because I'm not sure. Like I said, like like I said, I'm never going to say that I have the best content, right? Everyone knows I'm just a regular guy doing regular guy shit. Except when I go to the VA and someone calls the cops on me, just go in the VA, but whatever, right? That's neither here nor there. But it's, YouTube is very much a long-term game, and there's a lot of people in here that I watch, but it's getting to the point to where it's hard for even me to keep up when I don't have a normal job per se.
But the thing of it is that the more viewers you get and the more people you start watching, the harder it is to watch all of them.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing right there. And I work a full-time job. Plus I got another thing going on too. So I do a lot of listening and I'll put the thumbs up, but I don't comment a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people coming up. I watch and they make really good content and they don't get near the love they need. Like I'll say this, like Ken wrenches, Ken does the shop, Ken does this, and he does not get the same amount of love that I think he should get it. And he's been consistent on the platform for the last, 3 years.
But it's coming.
I know it's coming. Yeah.
I mean, you think of it with Ken, it's coming because I've been on here since 2006.
Here's the problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's the problem with me. Okay. I don't street race. Okay.
Right.
I don't
here.
street race. I'm nothing against other people. So if somebody's listening to this and It's nobody in here, but if they take it and their favorite YouTuber does it, I apologize. Hey, it is what it is. But I'm not some young person sitting here jumping up and down because I put a mod on my car and take it out and act like it's so fast and never take it to the drag strip. And I'm an older guy. I work on my car. I take it to the drag strip. I run it. I don't do street racing and stuff like that. If I did street racing and all the other stuff, my channel would grow a lot better. If I was look, I'm me. I'm not going to change who I am to be successful on a platform.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you now, when I first started the YouTube things, that's what I started because I used to do the street racing thing back years ago. You see what I'm saying? And it
I
wasn't,
think we all did before video cameras were out.
it wasn't working out. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that when I started doing the car content and the Mustang content and stuff like that, that's when my channel really started to grow. But as far as street races, stuff like that, I don't do it anymore. If I'm at a light with somebody, then I'll play with them a little bit. But I don't go to the midnight drag races till 5 o'clock in the morning like I used to back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I think I said in my live stream a little bit last night for my 20 minutes, is that if you notice, a lot of people who built their channels around street racing are no longer here.
Right.
There's a dude out of California, SRT Rush. He had all his shit repossessed. Like they came in with a search warrant and took his shit.
Well, that's what they're doing. I'm in Detroit, so that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing there? Okay.
Yeah, they're getting to the point now where they will hunt you down and they will take your cars and stuff like that because they got all the proof. And who was the guy that was traveling like 100 and some miles an hour and he was on video and the police caught up with him?
What?
Yeah, man, he was driving. I don't even know what he was driving, but he was hauling balls, man. And the police they located him, found him, and got him, and took his car and everything, put him in jail.
Well, go ahead, kid. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I think I cut you off.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
Road rage.
Yeah. So what I was saying is the one guy got his shit taken from, search warrant taken. All these other bigger channels, you notice they're not doing street racing anymore.
No.
What YouTube, first of all, I've always said this, YouTube needs to, with that type of content needs not to monetize it, right? Not even because it's an illegal action, right? You shouldn't be doing, I mean, here's my old E7 to me, nothing illegal, immoral, or improper, right? I've done it a few times, and I'm not saying I didn't enjoy the views from the videos, but I always said to myself, I don't need the heat. And especially like here in like where I'm at in Allentown, like coming from San Antonio to Allentown, PA, like there's not another boosted GT350 in town. I am that guy. And all the cops see me, and I have to make sure when I'm driving to not cause a ruckus in my neighborhood I moved into,
Yeah, if you look at my very first video, it's a street race. Guy had a little 302, another guy had a 408.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of the content I removed because I didn't want them knocking on my door.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Mustang Guide 6501 says street racing isn't worth the risk. Last time I street raced, it was 1 a.m. in the country with 2 screaming 2-3 Mustangs. No one broke the speed limit of 55, of course. Right.
Well, I don't know about anywhere else, but back in the day, it was a $40 ticket. You lost your driver's license a couple months. Nowadays, it's a felony. So I myself carry CPL, so I carry. So I ain't losing that.
Hey, oh yeah,
same not over a street race.
Yeah, no.
Well,
it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
The thing about it is, if the cops, when they have your footage, right? If they can figure out where you're at, and they can figure out your speed, which a lot of people want to put a lot of people have a problem, is like that one guy. I think he was the guy y'all were talking about that got caught speeding.
Mm-hmm.
They came to his office. There was a big story about it.
Yes.
And he was showing his speedometer, right?
Right.
And then you could see signs that he was going by.
Yes, it's the same guy.
Yep. So that's how they got him. So you got to be careful where you're at, what you're doing. If you see me out playing on the street, you notice I never show my speedometer if I'm playing around, and I will never say how fast my car got to. Right?
Hell no.
That's just stupid. And I try to avoid any place that has like there's cops here, like there's sheriffs and state troopers that watch my channel. They know where I'm at. They know what I'm doing, but they're cool. Like they don't care because they know I'm not out here street racing. Now, if I was out there lining up beside another car and racing and going stupid amount of speeds, then yeah, they would have something to say about it.
Well, Byron right here said that the guy was doing 130 mile an hour and got busted.
Yep.
Jeez.
Jackson, Mississippi, he thinks where it was at.
Well, I'll date myself a little bit. So back in the when I was a young soldier, I was into sport bikes, and they had in the town. Now I came home on leave, going through the roads. I was hauling ass. I was doing 120, 130, leaning over. Cop pulled me over, and the only thing that saved me at that time, it was a little county sheriff in Central Texas. He said, if it wasn't for you being in the military, home on leave, I'd take your ass to jail and I'd impound your bike. So, but why I say that is because I did let off the throttle. I didn't run from them. People used to run back in the day. I mean, I can only speak of where I grew up in Texas. And they used to not send a helicopter. Now they send a helicopter after you, and you will be going to jail and you will be getting a felony. And so when I see people on YouTube still street racing and showing like where they're freaking like the exits and this, that, and the other, I go to myself, where's the common sense or good judgment in this? Is it really worth you making $20 off of 5,000 views? Is it really worth that?
No,
absolutely not. $20 doesn't even fill up the fucking gas tank nowadays.
It's okay. I aged myself.
No.
I aged myself when I told you it was a $40 ticket and lost your license for 2 months.
You ain't lying about that.
Like back in the day when you used to, I talked to a guy the other day, we grew up at the same time. Back in the day when we used to race here, like on the street or whatever, like there was a spot you went to, you went out there, 2 cars went out there, you ran. There was no cameras, there was no nothing. You went out there, you got the race done, you got it over with, you came back into town, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have
exactly.
crowd, you didn't have a bunch of cars with you, you didn't have people with cameras sitting there recording you. And it's not worth it anymore. Like, just take it to the drag strip. It's not worth it anymore. It wasn't like, and back when I was young, I mean, I'm not that old, but back when I was younger, a lot of times you get, you got their options tell you take it home, go home.
Ken, you and I are 25.
It's just funny.
Right?
It's like people who leave their brains at home when they go somewhere to do something like that.
Yep. But that goes back to like I'm saying about YouTube. Like none of us started doing YouTube to be a failure, right? We all wanted to be the next, to be determined veteran or speed addict or Mach 1 or, whoever, car mob, whatever out there, right? But after a while, if you've done this game for a few years, you start to think, can I get the views in a way that doesn't put me at risk for a lawsuit? Or because I remember a few years back, the guy had a purple Challenger, and he would take his kids hauling ass on the freaking highway.
Yep.
And him and a couple of his buddies all went to the Hooskow over that, and they confiscated his car. It was like child endangerment charge, which I agree with.
He should have.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's one thing to take your kid for a ride, but when you have a 5-year-old that's not in the car seat in the front, I mean, I'm not saying when we were kids it didn't happen with us, I'm falling around the damn car, but I'm just saying now with technology, a video camera, it can be on YouTube. Like, we have technology now where you have a cell phone and you can whip that sumbitch out and you could be live streaming on YouTube in 5 seconds. Right.
Yep.
And so when I see people doing stuff like that and putting the videos up and they're doing 50, 60,000 hits and they're growing and everybody's doing whatever. After a while, like Kim was saying earlier, the cops are going to catch up with you.
Well,
and you're done.
Yep.
You're just done. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it,
Well, but back when I was,
it's like the old saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
back when I was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about any of that. I went out and I was enjoying myself. I had fun. We just went out and raised hell. You know, we was on the streets. We didn't go look for a back street back in the day. We did it light to light right on Telegraph Road. You know, so that was it. I didn't think about that kind of stuff. But after I started having kids and growing up, then I started thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, when you're young, you just you do what your friends do, more or less.
Right.
And then as you get older, you start looking how stupid you start to look. Then you start going anyway. Then you look back at your friends and they're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then thing that people
Oh
don't
man, I got so many of my friends that are still being stupid as hell today.
Yeah.
That have actually nothing in their life. They got no money, no jobs, living off their mom and dad. It's pathetic.
Well, it's just like, you know, it's like this. Okay, so a lot of YouTubers are coming into the YouTube game. They look at the big YouTubers and they're street racing. They're not getting hit. And they're like, well, they're doing it and they're not getting hit. Here's the big problem with that they don't realize. Those big YouTubers make some serious money. They got lawyers on standby.
Yeah, they
When
do.
something comes up,
Damn
they got
right they do.
lawyers. They got lawyers ready to take care of them.
Yeah, but once they kill somebody or something happens like that,
Oh yeah,
everything
of course.
they got
Something like that happens. There is no lawyer. There is nothing around that can save you.
But I tell you, like I said, I'm Detroit. I'm in Detroit.
People don't think like that, man. People don't think what happens if I lose control. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video and they're in a remote location, they're playing around, whatever. But when I watch a YouTube video and they're in and out of traffic, that's where it stops for me. That's where I'm like, you are putting somebody else's life in danger. Innocent people are driving down that road, getting from point A to point B, traveling, whatever. And if you lose control of your car, you're going to take one of them out. That's where I have a problem.
So this isn't YouTube related. About 2 or 3 months back, I saw a case down in Florida where the parents bought the kid a Mustang, a V8. And him and his buddy were going down the strip. I think it was outside of Miami. And one of them lost control, hit a woman, an old lady with a baby in a carriage, pushed it going. Yep. They were coming they were coming perpendicular. She was going parallel down the MSR and freaking, you know what I mean? And the dude's serving 24 years in prison now because of it.
Yeah, but you also got to remember though.
These kids today,
Go ahead, Salty.
Go ahead. All I'll say is, I'm sorry, but these kids these days, these 16, 17, 18-year-old who are getting their driver's license for the first time, they have no business getting behind the wheel of a 460 horsepower car.
No,
I'm sorry.
And
they just don't.
That's why I bought my son a Ford Ranger.
But you got to remember this though. When I was 18, I don't know about you guys, but when I was 18, if you had a 12-second car, buddy, you was fast. Nowadays, these guys are running.
You ain't lying.
You're driving them on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 12-second car when we're king ding-a-ling. Like if you showed up and you had 500 wheel horsepower, you were the shit. You were God.
You damn right. You were the guy at the racetrack. You're right.
You were the man. Now you can buy a car with 700 wheel horsepower and build like this is why I tell people all the time, like, because now that I bring this up, like, so a lot of people ask me, like, hey, why'd you go from the turbos making all that power to the Odin blower where you don't make as much power? There are a few different reasons, and I won't get all into it, but I'll say this. I want a reliable car. You can make like 1,000 wheel horsepower in today's world is not hard to obtain. So if we take a Gen 3 Coyote or the Gen 2 Voodoo or whatever, and you put some boost to it, you can make some serious freaking power. It's not like when we were growing up and you had to build and, you know, people were doing NA builds out the wazoo. Hell, even like Harley Davidsons or any type of motorcycle. It was hard to make it go faster, but you did, and it wasn't reliable. Now you can make them reliable. So flash forward from when we were 18 to like my son now, who's 20, and he's wanting to look at these Challengers and Chargers and, you know, Ram TRX and all this stuff because he's a young soldier with money. And I go, man, I hope that you don't get hurt because it takes a lot of skill to have a powerful vehicle, you know.
Well, 1970 Mach 1 428 Cobra Jet car, you know, for it, the 0 to 60 was 5.7 seconds. Today, those things are doing it in 3.3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
Like back when I first started drag racing back in the 80s, 1,000 horsepower was unheard of. You just didn't do 1,000 horsepower.
No, that was all the
No,
pros.
for one, you didn't. The wages were so low back then, you could not afford to even save up enough money to build 1,000 horsepower car
Look, we used to
because
put
you just
$20
didn't make enough money. We were making like $4 an hour. You know, you
We
ain't
would
building no
race.
1,000 horsepower car on $4 an hour.
When we would race, Salty, back in the day, we'd put $20 in the window, roll it up. That way, that was what we raced for, was $20. These guys are racing
You
for
ain't
thousands.
lying. You ain't lying.
They're raising for a lot of
Dude,
money.
it was that's why everything me and my dad done, you know, my dad, yeah, he could afford to put me in a big fast car and stuff like that, but he didn't. All my Fox bodies and all my cars I raced, we went into junkyards, we bought like $200, $300 motors, we bring them back home, fix them up a little bit, take them to the drag strip, run 12s, be happy, blow it up, go back, get another $300 motor. That's just the way
Right.
it was. We
Well,
were
see-
junkyard guys.
Well, see,
Ken, did you
also
see
the
that
fact-
comment from Mustang 6501?
What do you got?
He said hit him up on Instagram.
I will do, bud. If I don't, hit me up. I do forget.
Hit him
Everybody
up,
on-
Mustang guy. Hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up.
Everybody knows.
That's
Everybody.
the thing of it is, Ken's got his own business now. He ain't got time to think.
No, when
So,
Ken texted
Yeah,
me, Ken
The
Ken
thing-
texted me about that old car he had a couple weeks ago, and he texted me. I was like, "Damn, he's like he's busy or he's not busy right now." Thanks for texting me, brother.
Well, you know what? I wanted to say,
You know,
know-
one thing also I want to add to all this is that, you know, you see a lot of these wrecks happening with these newer cars and stuff like that. And here's the thing. Back in the day, Salty, you know what I'm talking about. You're older than me, but you know what I'm talking about.
Damn.
But I had to
I'm
put that
probably
in.
older than all of you.
But back in the day, you bought
I thought you were the youngest.
you bought a car. It didn't have all this horsepower. So you got it,
No.
you drove it, you got used to that power, you make it a little faster, you got used to that, you make it a little faster, you got used to that, you make it. If you would have thrown me a 700, 800 horsepower car when I was freaking 16, 17, 18, I would have probably killed myself.
I'd have killed myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd have killed
But
myself. I'd be the first one to tell you. I'd have killed myself.
I've been spent all the years making the cars faster, getting used to the handling, making them faster, getting used to handling. So now when I step into a car, like I'm used to 7, 8, 900 horsepower cars now. But if you'd have threw me just right into one and never have driven anything and built up to that, then crazy stuff would have happened. That's what we're having nowadays, though.
What?
We have cars that come out of the
Yeah, the
factory.
kids.
6, 7, 800
Yeah.
horsepower cars come out of the factory. And if you got a big enough pocketbook or your mom and daddy's got a big enough pocketbook, you can have that car with that performance, and then you don't know how to handle it because you've never, you know, and you don't respect it as much. A lot of people don't.
You don't
respect
have the experience. You don't have the
Yeah.
experience to drive a car like that.
it. No.
I know my car don't have 700, 800 horsepower, but I'm going to tell you, my 70 Mach 1, I've had that car since I was 12 years old. All right. That car had 305 horsepower from the factory. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit more than that. But anyhow, hey, when I got out and I drove that car and learned, hey, we own a junkyard. So I was getting cars out of the junkyard, putting wheels and tires on it, and going to Telegraph and racing these guys. Because my dad
Exactly. That's what we did.
my dad wouldn't let me have the Mach 1 until I showed him a diploma. But I had that car since I was 12 years old. And when I got that car, I had already knew how to drive because I already drove every piece of junk in the world. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Believe me, I know.
I think we've taken over Andrew's live stream. Andrew, what did you want to talk about tonight? This is your live stream.
It's
like-
all
He's,
good.
he's
I'm
like, I
just-
got
I'm
COVID.
listening and
He's,
I'm trying
I
to
think
stay
Andrew
awake, and
enjoys it.
you're good. Keep going.
Okay.
he-
I just want
Andrew's like,
I just
I
want to
got
know. Well, I just want to know what was your intent when you went live tonight?
I always go live every Wednesday and Sunday.
I understand that, but did you have like an intent? Like, what did you want to talk about, or you're just going to wing it?
Wing it.
I've got to get the stream.
wings
going
it every
because this would be so much funner than me. That's why I don't stay on for like 20 minutes because I'm like I get totally lost in the sauce. But then sometimes
That's why I love the panel.
Yeah.
Do
I
you?
love the panel. It's so much. Yeah, I love being on a panel. I used to. Everybody knows I used to would never get on a panel, never talk, never nothing. But
I'm
now,
just
hell, I
drinking my
can't shut
apple
up.
pie moonshine and listening.
The
Fair
nice
enough.
thing about
Oh
it
damn!
is streams
Hey,
grow their
text
own.
me some of that. That sounds good.
Text me.
But you know, Ken, I was
Did you
back when I was-
hold up? Time out. Did Salty? Did you really, Keith? Did you just really say text me some of that?
Yeah, I said text me some of that. That sounds good. That's the quickest way for me to get it.
That's
He lives too
homemade
damn
too.
far away from me to drive up there.
It's homemade too.
Lives too far
I mean,
away
you
from
could
me
have
to
said
drive.
FaceTime me it, but whatever.
I know. You know, by the end of this year though, I'm gonna be up there, so I can drive up there and get it from him. So it won't
So
be much
everyone's
longer.
moving. Is everyone moving to Tennessee? And I'm just the asshole that
I
moved to
think so.
Pennsylvania.
I think so.
Pretty much.
Well,
Angelita,
I don't think you had much choice though, did you? I think it was because your wife's job, right?
did you hear her in the background? She said she yelled and said sorry.
It's all good.
but you know,
Hey,
Ken,
don't apologize. We gotta have car guys in every state. Don't apologize. It's a good thing.
Well, I'm holding it down. I'm like the poor man. Like it's not the Army's fault. It's your fault.
Damn.
We could have gone to Phoenix.
Holy shit!
We could have gone back to Puerto. Oh, she's giving me the "I'm gonna fucking cut you, motherfucker" look.
Yeah,
No, I
because
didn't.
you said it was just her fault. Oh, it wasn't the Army's fault. It was your fault.
Well, that's what my ex-wife told me when we PCS. She was like, "You know, this is your fault." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's my fault." Well, we don't have to move. I'm like, "No, that's part of moving. Like that's part of me being." No, I moved with no. I bought you a big house and fucking everything. Well, it's still your fault, but I bought you a big house. It's got nice colors. I mean, the wall in the back. Trump, we lost the wall. We need to get Trump back in office to build a stronger wall in the back of my house.
Damn.
as long as you're on the panel, I think you're safe. Once you get off the panel, she may cut you.
She will.
She'll
She's
cut him on the panel. What are you
She
talking
will.
about?
Like, Angelita's.
She may.
Here, Mr.
We
Mox
don't
one.
care.
See, everyone follows me not for me. They follow me for my wife because she like. If you like, everybody will say Davey's an asshole, but they'll be like Angelita. Oh, she's sweet. I can't believe she married him. Like that's actually how it works. It's always like that. It's always like that.
Oh,
Hey, I'm telling you, it takes a good woman to keep a man humble. I'm telling you right now.
I'm still working on it.
hey, Ken, where
I guess that's the reason why I'm an asshole, because I'm still single.
Nah.
Do what?
Ken, where are you at in Tennessee?
Henderson, Tennessee. Well, my
Anderson,
shop's in
hello,
Henderson.
by the way.
When my grandmother lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So when I was like
That's
14,
about 5 hours from me.
yeah, when I was about 14 or 15 years old, I used to go down there and stay the summer with him and this and that. Well, the kid at the street was older than me, and he had a '69 Cougar like yours. And we used to go up, we'd go cruising in that car on Friday and Saturday night, go to the mall and everything else. So when you got that Cougar, it kind of took me back.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing, man. That it's
You know what he's thinking, don't you, Gary? Gary, you know what he's thinking? He goes, "Well, you can relive your youth because I'll sell it to you."
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, you know what? I might be a buyer too. Who knows?
I sold that Fox. I sold my Fox yesterday.
Did you?
And then
I know who you sold that to.
oh yeah. And then who?
Yeah,
I
who
know
would
who
you sell
sold
it
that
to?
to.
Okay.
I don't.
I know who he sold it to.
I don't.
I don't either.
He was
Andrew
just
doesn't know.
he was just at his house the other day.
No. It's not him.
No, but that's the reason why you went down there.
When he releases his video, it'll all make sense to you. You'll piece the puzzle together.
Yeah, but like I said, that's the reason why you went down there.
No. It wasn't for that. It wasn't.
I see your comment, Mike.
It wasn't for that.
I can't run very fast.
We took something down there that somebody else was selling, and then that somebody else, once he sold that, he bought my Fox.
I'm super confused with all this.
Well,
Can
that's
someone
it.
give me an abbreviated
Congrats,
version?
buddy.
It's okay.
But anyway,
Congrats, buddy.
So how many Mustangs do you own right now, Ken?
one. I'm back to one.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
Do you feel like, because I know, are you
Sad.
eating a lot of pizza though?
Bad.
Are you eating a lot of pizza and drinking Mountain Dews?
Oh yeah.
I ate pizza yesterday, and I just got through with the Mountain Dew and some hot dogs.
He doesn't have a Shelby yet.
He doesn't
had
have
a
a. He doesn't
had
have a shelf
I've
beat,
had
a
a
shelf teeth.
I've had a
I know,
Shelby.
I know where one's at for sale.
I've had an 03 Cobra. I've had a 12 Shelby. I've
Me too.
everything he gets is for sale the minute he gets it. It's like me. I mean, I already know.
I tried selling my car last night, Ken,
Why?
because I was having a moment.
It's,
The wall
a
really
seller's
pissed me
market.
off.
Oh,
It's a
dude, I
seller.
understand completely.
I put 70 grand, and I actually had people saying, "What's your VIN? Do you have a payoff quote?" All that stuff. And then I took it down this morning. And I think if I do list it again, I think I'll do it for 80, 85 and see if anybody will entertain me.
Hell yeah, damn right.
But then I don't want to sell the car. I took it out, say it had fun, and then I was like, no, I don't want to sell it anymore.
well,
Hey, I look at it like this: if financially you don't have to sell it, then I wouldn't. But the thing
That's
of
what
it is, you got to
Angelina
look at it
said.
like
That's
this. But when you
Well-
do get ready to sell it, where's the market? Where's the market going to be at that time?
Yep.
Yeah, but either way, he don't owe nothing on it hardly.
Yeah, I only owe like $6 grand on that car.
So I mean, he's good, man.
But
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, I understand. I wouldn't want to sell nothing if I didn't want to either. But right now, with the seller's market being as high as it is, I mean, there's always going to be another Shelby up for sale. There's always going to be another Mustang up for sale.
yeah,
Always. There's no shortage
Yeah.
of that ever not happening. So
no.
Yeah,
Then you
but-
just got to build it again and do your big thing again. So you must just keep what you got.
well, there you go. That's fun. That's more content. There you go. You got to look at it two ways.
I don't know about content. I think determined veterans about. Yeah, it's a.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe you just need to think and revamp your channel into something else. Maybe you need to lose
that part-
DB and come up with something else. You know?
I promise you, I'm not that far behind you because it's just got to the point for me now.
No, you ain't going nowhere.
I'll leave the channel
You
up.
ain't going nowhere.
If you, nah, I'm telling you.
I like
When I get it,
I like doing like the video I did about my thoughts in Afghanistan, which was that was a very difficult video to make. And I really thought that video was going to resonate better with the audience. The retention was decent on it, but I don't think it has 900 views. I think it only like 900 views. It's a
Man,
terror.
Never tell with YouTube what to do.
Exactly. No, and I'm not like again. I've always said from the beginning. I'm humble. I know that a lot of us in this audience are all content creators. We all make good content. We think our shit don't stink. But I've gotten to the point and I've said this for a while. When it comes to YouTube, like we were talking about the street racing, all this stuff, like it's hard for all of us as smaller channels, right? To be competitive in the market when someone can say, well, why would I want to buy DV's merch? Because I can go buy Street Speed's merch, or It's Just a Six merch, or Stang Mode's merch, and then get a chance to win a freaking car. So it is one of those things where you kind of go, where is this going to take me to? And what kind of videos do I enjoy doing more? I obviously can't afford to keep hemorrhaging money into doing car stuff. I built my car twice over, and I'm happy where the car is now. But yeah, no, I mean, Silverback, I ain't seen him in a while, man.
hey, what's up, Silverback? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. But it's one of those things where, like you said, Ken, like you never know what's going to resonate with YouTube. Like I had a video did 150,000 views just because I said the government was going to repossess my car, and it did 150,000 views. You know what I mean? And nobody likes the clickbait.
Because the world of
You know.
YouTube loves drama, man. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
Drama
That-
definitely sell.
that Karen video where I went to the VA Salty, and they called the cops when I was going through screening because they wanted to know what type of appointment, and they violation of their own policy. That video's done almost 300,000 views.
Like I said, for some reason, I don't know what it is with today's. Basically, I'm gonna say this too. Basically, the younger audience, because that's pretty much what's pushing all the views on YouTube these days, is the younger audience. They just seem to love. They love to see people fail once.
Yep.
They love drama, and anything you can, like the stupid milk crate challenge. They love to see people get hurt doing the milk crate challenge.
I don't know.
That's the most stupidest shit in the world.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, it ain't just the younger ones; it's the older ones too.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you're stupid enough to try that milk crate challenge, I'm stupid enough to watch you fall. And
Damn.
I agree.
I'm smart. I'm smart enough. I'm smart enough to not do that because I like my bones not being broke.
Damn
Ken,
right.
that sounds like a Jackism right there. If you're dumb enough to do it, I'm dumb enough to let you.
When
That's
I
right.
get when I get up,
I
when
like
get
that.
out
I like that.
morning,
A jackism.
That's what we called it when we were at Pony's house. I was throwing out my one-liners like, holy shit, what did second place look like? Or oh, congratulations, you made it. You were the only one that made it to the egg. We discussed many Jackisms.
Yes.
I like that. The jackisms. I like that.
But people,
You need to put that on a
I
t-shirt.
just don't.
A
I don't
jackisms.
YouTube shit no more, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I put a video out and I watch it, and one video a jump and fly, the next video is like, duh, 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 duh. And I just get to the point where I'm like, yeah, whatever, it is.
So the video I put up the other day about the wall, I kind of changed the tiling around saying Trump, Donald Trump said I need to build a bigger wall. I got to do a part 2 to that. And I thought that video was going to be good because they had like the thumbnail was like all the mold and everything on the wall. And like I lost viewers. I lost subs on that video. I'm like, I thought it, I can't, like you said, I can't continue to make car content on everything else I have going on now. You know what I mean? Like I have, a much bigger house. Pennsylvania is much more expensive. Angelita and I are going down the path to do like they do like a procedure to help get you pregnant. But TRICARE doesn't cover all of it. It's like $30,000. So a lot of people have been asking, why am I selling this or why would I do this? Like one of my other motivations to sell the Shelby was to, one, get some cash in our pocket since it's cost us like all of our savings to get this house and then remodel it. But the other thing is to have that cash available so we can pay for the procedure out of, in cash instead of taking a finance loan or whatever.
You know what happens after the first baby, right? When you have
the
procedure, you have 10 more.
That's what, yes. So when we were at Fort Sam in San Antonio, the hospital offered the services totally for free. But we're out here and we're not near installation and we're on what's called TRICARE Remote. Now, I'm a retiree, so it's a little bit different. But for her, she's TRICARE Remote, and they will not cover the procedure outside the flagpole.
Oh.
So
that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So, Angie has less than 2 years until her 20. And so one of the biggest things for us now is like, if we're going to do kids, we might as well do them now. And because everyone needs another little Cleghorn in the world, another little DV. And so, my 20-year-old, I tell everybody I didn't really get a chance to spend a lot of time with him when he was a kid because his mom and I separated and I had my own career. And so now I kind of want to have that now, a little me to go around and do all these things. So yeah, if we end up having one and then we have another one, it's fine. I can't spend my money on toys all the time. You know what I mean? I'm more worried about my kids, and then like my son's getting old enough now, where he's old enough now where he's not very smart with wearing, his all his female friends. So I know grandchildren will come very soon. So I'm just trying to prepare my life for that now. If that makes sense.
Thank God he wasn't in the Navy. Boy, you'd have grandkids all over the world with different ports.
I'm telling you. Well, my son, he spent, I want to say he spent like 9 months in Korea, and he said he had a blast. I'll put it that way. He had a blast. So, that's it.
Hey.
I told him, have it.
I can't hear y'all.
You can't?
Clean. They make these wax things they sell at the store, man.
Right. Yeah, man.
Just next weekend.
I'm surprised Drew is actually. I mean, he stepped away, but we all need to say a couple prayers for him because this Chinese virus getting around, man. Even with the vaccines and everything else, like I was telling him before everybody came in, like I have 2 cousins that COVID's hit really, really hard, and I think Ken had it. Him and his family had it last year, and it's no joke. And I don't want to make this into political vaccine, not vaccine. I mean, personally, myself, my wife and I got vaccine because we had to. Like, my wife has to, according to DOD, and then for veterans, they're really pushing that to VA. Like, you can get it for free. So, you know, when I hear people getting COVID still, I just go, man, I just hope we can get past this. Even though, you know, a lot of people say it's got a high propensity to get cured and all this other stuff. You just hate seeing people suffer if they don't, you know what I mean?
Oh man,
Because of
yeah.
everything.
I got a good friend of mine that just told me about his mom and dad getting it. And both of them are in their 80s, and both of them been vaccinated. But it's heartbreaking to hear that because you just you don't want to see nobody lose a family member. I mean, I'm sorry,
Right.
you just don't want to see that.
My cousin Dawn, she was a nurse. She caught it during the surge, and the hospital fired her. And then now she just got T-boned by some drunk with no insurance and totaled her fucking car.
Oh my lord!
And so we
Oh,
did
my
I
God.
didn't know what it was called, but Drew told me a GoFundMe for her.
I shared
and-
it on my page.
Who? Oh, my cousin Dawn's one. Oh, thank you, Drew. How'd you find it? Did I share it on mine?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And then now my cousin Jeff, who's a Ford technician, who I remember when I was a kid when he stationed at Fort Hood, my dad was stationed down there. He would always take me out in his Bronco and do a lot of Ford stuff. And he's like I said, he's a Ford tech. So anytime I can't get something from King because he's busy, like a PDF or whatever, I text my cousin and he gets it to me. So that's why I quit texting Ken about all the PDFs because my cousin could get them. But he's got it real bad right now. I mean, real bad. He's coughing, can't breathe. It's just fucking awful. It's just fucking awful.
I would definitely keep them in my prayers. That's for sure, buddy. That's
I
for
appreciate that, Keith.
Kinda
Yeah, both of them.
Guys, I'm gonna pop
sure.
off
Drew, is
here.
this your second?
Oh, Mr. Mach 1, very nice meeting you, man. Okay.
Nice seeing you too. Hey, Salty, take
Gary,
care.
you have yourself a good night, sir.
Drew, thanks for having me up, buddy.
Always, sir. Thank you.
Ted
Drew, is
said
this your second or third time having this?
third.
Yeah. First two weren't bad at all. This is horrible.
So did you had a positive test for the virus?
Mm-hmm.
Do they tell you what variant you have?
No. I just
Okay.
did an at-home test.
Oh, they have at-home tests now. Okay, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Which they're actually getting pulled off the shelves by the end of the year because
Why is that?
because flu and COVID are testing the same on a COVID test.
I was
Freaky
just going to
hot.
say, when's the last time you actually heard of anybody getting the flu since all this started?
You
It's like the
have
flu disappeared from the face of the planet.
I
It's like nobody gets it anymore.
Keith, I have not had a flu shot since I retired.
I don't ever get a flu shot.
know.
I think the last
I know
flu.
it's-
Matter of fact, I think the last flu shot I got was October of 2015, the year before I retired, because I had to.
I don't think I've had a flu shot since the 80s.
I've only had one flu shot.
I'm just
Hey,
I'm
everybody,
just one
take
of
it
those
off,
type.
man.
I never.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Everybody's
a lot
like kind of
people leaving
saying
the chat.
take care. Yeah, everybody's like popping smoke. I saw where
I'm just
real
saying.
quick-
I'm just one of those type. I never really get sick. You know what I mean? But when I am sick, I get sick.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm the
just-
same way.
I rarely ever get sick.
To me, this feels like the flu. Is what it feels like.
you don't have any like breathing issues or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
You think you could just have the, like you just said, they're saying flu is testing
Same as
positive
COVID, right?
is COVID. You think you might just have flu?
It's possible.
I'll tell you what works for me. Now, I don't know if a lot of people might not like it, but the Alka-Seltzer plus cold and flu, man, that stuff is awesome. I love that stuff. It cures me getting sick every single time. I know a lot of people don't like the taste of it. They do make it in caplets, but I still like to mix it up in the thing and drink it because it works faster.
So I've been pretty fortunate with everything of not like I haven't gotten sick in the last couple of years. I mean, I'm mentally sick. I think all of us can agree with that. But,
Ain't never gonna fix that for me.
But I have not, knock on wood, I have not gotten sick when I got my vaccinations. I did not have any ill feelings from it or anything like that. So that was a blessing. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I can tell you my political rant, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to offend people. But it's just, I don't know. I think now people, like you said, Keith, I'll put it this way: who has gotten sick from the flu in the last 2 years?
Exactly.
You hadn't even heard it mentioned on the news or nothing. Nobody
No.
even talks about the flu anymore. It's like
No,
it's just
It doesn't
disappeared
exist.
from the face of the planet. I'm like, how's that possible? It's been out way before my mom and dad was even born, but just because we got something else, it's totally gone. I'm like,
Yep.
you know, it makes no sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I just, yeah. I thought with the new guy coming in office, right? I thought he was going to like cure this and do all this. You know what I mean? You know how politicians are, right?
I'll be honest. I never had not 1 ounce of faith in him. Never.
None of us did. And I wasn't a Trump fan either. Trust me. I don't know, because Keith, I don't know if you're friends with me on Facebook. So like right before the election, you know, in Texas, you know, Trump, we all knew Trump was going to win, and so I went and bought like a MAGA hat, and everybody knew how I felt about Trump. So I had pictures of me, and I get like texts from like Alex and Ken and everybody like, oh man, they're so happy, and I'm doing it as a big joke. But I mean, we did vote for him. And then the other joker that's in there now that I don't even, I'll put it this way. I had to go for a checkup for my Social Security disability. So the doctor's like asking me questions, and she gets to the point of, she goes, who's the president of the United States? I said, Donald J. Trump, with a straight face. And then she looked back and she goes, well, who's in the White House? And I went, the other guy.
That's funny.
Say, do I really have to say his name?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Fucking embarrassment.
It's yeah. I mean, like I said,
yeah,
guy,
we are looking like the biggest buffoons on the world stage at this present moment.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious. We are. After this bullshit in Afghanistan and all that shit, we are looking like the biggest dumbasses on the face of this planet.
well, I don't want to make this into political, but I'll put it like this. I was when I made that video about my thoughts on Afghanistan, that was like a 2-week funk. I was so fucking mad. And I didn't know what I was feeling, right? Like, you know, buddies would call me. RJ called me, Boosted 931, after he saw my video. And he was like, hey, man, I know I'm not the only one. I'm like, no. And then, you know, Alex and I talked, and a lot of my other buddies that I actually served with down there. And we got to the conclusion of like, why did we do what we did, and we lost people? And then I went back, and what kind of got me over myself was I looked at my bracelet and I was like, how is Boatwright's wife feeling? Right? Because Boatwright got killed over there. So why am I fucking sitting there moping about shit when I'm still here?
Boatwright, the guy you come in the chat.
No.
Didn't we used to have another guy you used to come in the chat called Boatwright?
That was a few years back, and yeah, but I'm referring to a different Boatwright. Sergeant First Class.
Okay. I got you.
Sergeant Boatwright and I worked together and we're friends. So that's what kind of got me over my own high horse. Was I remembered, and you know, my wife and I talked, my son and I talked, was all the people we lost over there. Like, how the fuck are their families feeling right now?
Yeah,
right?
No shit.
You know, and then I talked to my father, who's a 2-timer Vietnam, and I said, Dad, I know how you felt. And he goes, yep. You know, and so this joker in the White House now, I'm just praying. You know, I watched an interview with President Trump the other night, and so he can't officially come out and say, "Hey, I'm running." He just says, "I can't due to campaign finance, rules, but I think you're going to be happy with what our decision is." Right? So he's like, wink, wink. So I hope that we get whatever happens with our country. I hope that we get somebody in there with a strong influence that can put us back on the world stage in the right direction, right? And
Yes,
and
I
not I've done seen nothing from this guy in the last 9 months of other than him deflect, blame, kind of shit on. You know what I mean? That's the equivalent of like when George Bush took office in his first 100 days. That's when we got hit from the Saudis, right? In our first 100 days, his first 100 days. But did he say, "Oh, that's President Clinton's fault because of his trade deals and this"? No.
never,
Bush,
not one time.
Bush took that and he ran with it. So this Joker now is part of that regime of let's deflect and let's blame and let's do all this. And so it's not just Afghanistan, it's the COVID stuff, our economy, all these things, you know what I mean? So it's just a blessing right now that we're all financially able to sit here at, I don't know, 2200 at night and sit here on YouTube and shoot the shit with each other. I mean, let's just say that like we're all blessed in that regards.
There's a lot of people a lot worse off than we are right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of us have first world problems, but yeah, going back,
like you're saying, my brother called me right after all that shit went down because he just retired after 41 years in the Air Force, and he called me. He said, "Keith," he goes, "I don't need nothing in particular. I just need somebody to vent to." I'm like, "Well, I'm your man. Start talking about it."
Yep.
And that was it.
Yep.
I hate to. I'm gonna go ahead and have to end it. I need to go to bed.
Yep. No, that's cool.
Got you, Drew.
I need to download this on my channel and do this. And Drew, I appreciate you letting us take over and
yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So thank y'all very much for coming in the chat tonight too.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Keith, you call me sometime. We
Dude,
can catch up.
Yes, sir, buddy. I'm just glad I was finally a part of a live stream. We wasn't talking about my fat sister.
Dang.
DV hadn't been in one of those yet, but you'll be there. Just wait.
Wow. Look, Sublime just now gets in.
Oh, perfect time to leave.
Always.
All right. Well, I appreciate you letting me on the panel as always, Drew.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank
and everybody in the chat.
in.
You all you guys have a great night. T, I hope you get to feeling better, sir. Drew, hope you get to feeling better too, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.